All right, now before we get into this discussion, I want to ask you personally, what is your favorite plugin that's come out in the last couple of years? What do you find yourself gravitating towards a lot in whether it's production, mixing, mastering, recording? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear, and definitely tag the plugin vendor because I'm looking for new plugins. Everybody is, right? I'm a plugin junkie. If, I'm like, give me another hit. I need that compressor, baby. I'm really about it. So I want to talk about this. What company am I actually talking about? UAD, of course, Universal Audio, right here in California. I want to just really pick this apart a little bit. First of all, I love UAD. I don't want you to think that I'm sitting here bashing UAD. I'm not. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the plugins over the years. But why is it that your latest plugin is the CVOX, right? It's like, oh, this is the most innovative thing. You got sound noise reduction plugin. And then other than that, it's like you guys are stuck on this Luna console and API summing amps and stuff. And it's like, whoa, it's not the 70s anymore. It's not the 80s anymore. Why are we so stuck here, UAD? Why have we not innovated? Why do we have companies like Baby Audio coming out with these really cool VHS lo-fi? Why don't you have a lo-fi plugin, UAD? What the hell? I mean, all your plugins are lo-fi plugins, right? Why don't you have something that for modern producers? Why don't you have something for the modern sounds and textures? And I just can't understand it, because now I find myself going towards Gullfoss, and I find myself going towards Soothe too from OEK Sounds and Baby Audio and Waves, what is that? Waves Audio, Waves something or other, right? With this track spacer plugins. I find myself using these innovative plugins. XLN Audio is making amazing stuff. People love their plugins, right? We want wobbles. We want some cool shit. Goodhertz is a great company. I'm just going to keep giving these to you. But at the end of this video, I do want to assure you, I'm going to give you a really, really great breakdown of my favorite UAD plugins and how I use them. But the first thing I want to do is really call them out, because it's like, dude, where's the innovation? What have you guys been doing? You guys have been modeling 1176s. Are you going to come out with the next 1176 model? You had the first one, then you got the second one. It's like, oh, we did the API 2500. Cool. So did Waves. And I understand you guys have higher quality. It sounds better, but you got DSP chips. You're running on DSP chips. Even that is not that modern. Can't you figure out a better way to even compute? I mean, I got so many cores of DSP processing, I can only open up so many plugins, right? These things are so heavy. So I imagine that you guys can do a lot more look-ahead stuff like OEK Soothe, more intelligent processors like Gullfoss, where you have intelligent EQ. I feel like you guys are just not getting it. You're stuck in the past. You're like, oh, how do we model all the 70s gear? And the issue is that you're actually bumping your consumers out that are in their teenage years right now, that are just getting into their 20s. They don't know anything about 1970s gear. What they know about is XLN Audio, and they know about RC20 retro color, and they know Baby Audio, and they know VHS and lo-fi plugins and Waves plugins. Everyone knows Waves plugins because these kids crack them everywhere. And if you crack them, you're a bad, bad boy or girl. But here's the thing. I didn't get on here to rant about this. What I want to see is I want to see improvement. I want to see you guys over at UAD, Universal Audio, and I want you guys to tag them here as well. You got to call these guys out because they have the technology, they have the experts, they have the ears, they have all the engineers and all this great stuff. Their hardware units are incredible. I love their gear. I use it every day. But why haven't we innovated? What's going on? Why are you guys still stuck on trying to make the Fairchild sound like the real Fairchild? I don't get it. There's so many plugin vendors out there right now. And some of my favorites that are doing stuff that's super innovative is, of course, OEK Sounds. It's Goodhertz. It's these companies that are making things that are making modern records. They help you make modern records. Now let's get into why I love UAD and why I'm not here to just really bash you guys. I love the fact that I have all these analog processors right there and available. And I can get into the classic sounds of an LA2A and 1176. I don't have to have a bunch of rack gear sitting around my studio, right? I love it. I mix tons of records with your plugins. They sound great. They sound realistic. I love them so much. But I'm just going to leave you on this. Like, please, please, for the love of God, and everybody here in this YouTube community and everybody making modern records, give us modern plugins. We don't need more 40% off sales for your overpriced hardware emulations. Please, for the love of God, take everything you got, all your resources, and make something new and innovative that we can use as producers and creative producers and engineers and be creative with. Not just the same old compressors, the same reverbs. Like, I don't need another Lexicon 480L emulation. And that's it, guys. That's the mix series. Now, if you like this, please help me in getting these plugin vendors to move ahead. Go into the future. Stop focusing on your Luna platform so much. I know there's going to be so many people that are going to be like, you know, fuck you, Brad. Luna's awesome. I love it. And it's finally back to analog recording. Okay, I get it. I get it. I use UAD plugins. Obviously, I've invested a lot of money in them. I like them. I like analog gear. But it's time. It's time to move forward. You guys like, subscribe to the page, and find out more about what we do at Radium by clicking that link in the description. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate UA Audio, and I appreciate all you other audio vendors and plugin vendors out there making stuff that is innovative, creative, and fun to play with.